What would you do if a rare illness forced you to sleep for 17 hours a day for weeks at a time? It's one of the symptoms of Klein-Levin syndrome, or sleeping beauty disease, which is far from a fairy tale. Roll it. People who suffer from KLS become extremely drowsy and sleep for most of the day and night, waking only for a few hours to eat or go to the bathroom. This can go on for weeks, even months. When awake, their whole demeanor is changed. They often appear spacey or childlike. KLS is also extremely rare, and proper diagnosis can take up to 4 years. All right, 17-year-old Nicole is here. She suffers from KLS. She's here with her parents, Vicky and Harry. Thanks for coming, guys. So, when did you find out? When did you realize that something is really wrong?
I was 6.5, and it took 2 years to diagnose it.
Took 2 years. So you were 6, and then by the time you were 8, you started to get an idea? So for those 2 years, Mom, what are you doing? You're exploring ideas?
We've explored many ideas. We took her from doctor to doctor in Pittsburgh, and we ended up even at Cleveland Clinic. They still couldn't figure out what it was. We went from West Nile virus to viral encephalitis, epilepsy disorder, and then we ended up with confusional migraine, and then ended up again with bipolar, and to the point where then another doctor said she was just acting, doing this.
A doctor said she was acting.
They said she was doing it for attention.
So it went from absolutely nothing, your daughter's just being a little brat, to she's bipolar and everything in between. Dr. Dorian, define it for us. What is this?
KLS is actually a neurological disorder, and what it is it basically causes the patient to go into these hibernation states or sleep states that are basically interrupted by moments of confusion, sometimes hyperphagia, which means eating binges, sometimes hypersexuality, acting abnormal. So it's sleep with abnormal behavior in those short wake periods, and this goes on for long, extended periods of time.
So Mom, she'll be asleep for literally weeks?
She has slept from 32 to 64 days straight, only waking up in a sleepwalking mode to eat, and then again back on the couch or back in bed.
And so what do you know when you wake up? Do you know? I mean, does your mom say, you missed 2 months of activities and life and friends and birthdays?
Yeah, she does.
That's the only way she knows. She's where she left off when she fell asleep. Time for her stood still. That didn't exist, and we have to fill her in on everything that happened.
And how does that go? She wakes up from 30 days. What do you do?
Well, first of all, we try to figure out where she left off, and then from there we kind of try to gently fill her in, because it really bothers her. She, when she finds out that she missed Christmas again, or she missed Thanksgiving, or her birthday, and it's devastating for her, and so we try to ease her into it easily, and we actually keep her at home from school another day or two, because while she's getting over the shock, she doesn't need the barrage of all the friends saying, where you've been for the last 2 months and what's wrong, because she really doesn't even know what to tell them. All she has is secondhand information about the disease. She just wakes up and we tell her it's 2 months gone by.